Happy Monday and happy Memorial Day to all the Cubs fans out there. It was an electric weekend series over in Cincinnati. The Cubs take 2 of 3 from the Reds in a thrilling come-from-behind victory on Friday and Sunday. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about this relentless Cubs offense. So many weird, fun statistics to talk about with them. We're going to talk about our main man, Reese Maguire, who had a big day yesterday, and we'll preview that Colorado Rockies series. But before we get into all that, just a big shout out to everyone who's liked the videos, subscribed to the channels, and continues to comment below. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep growing this bad boy. We are on the road to 1,000, officially just passing 100 subscribers. Let's keep this train rolling. So, the Cubs take 2 of 3 from the Cincinnati Reds in, honestly, a way that I did not truly expect. The Cubs should have lost all 3 games. If the Cubs were facing a decent team, I think they would have lost all 3 games. They were down 6-2 on Friday. They battled back, won 13-6, and they were down 8-3 yesterday, battled back and won 11-8, which is just crazy to show how great this offense has been. And I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, remember our bullpen being the issue? It's flipped on its head now. Our starting pitching is the issue. They seem to be giving up a lot of runs. I'm not sure how many more starts or how long of a leash Ben Brown is going to get here going forward. He's had a rough past couple starts. And, obviously Colin Ray can't be superhuman all the time. And Matt Boyd obviously got tatted up a little bit this weekend as well. We desperately need Shota back, and we probably need to trade for one more arm to help solidify this starting staff. But the bullpen this weekend was pretty solid, I would say. They kind of held their own. They did the job. Denny Palencia getting the save yesterday. Good effort on their front to keep the runs to a minimum. So the Cubs were able to take the series, which was excellent to see. It was all thanks to this electric offense, which has just been overwhelming people. Our main man, Pete Crow Armstrong, has just been absolutely sensational for this Cubs team all year long. He got the party started yesterday with an RBI, a 2 RBI single, and then the offense just continued to do damage. It was the stat that I saw yesterday, though, where the Cubs have outscored their opponent 53-3 in the 6th inning or later. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't love it. I love it. It's so much fun to watch. It's stressful to deal with, though, especially when your team is down 8-3 and 6-2 in 2 of 3 days, and you're just like, can you please, just score and take care of business as you should? Well, the Cubs did, eventually breaking through, getting to that Reds bullpen, and doing major damage. Because Nick Lodolo has been very solid for the Reds all year, and Hunter Greene has been very solid for the Reds all year as well. So the Cubs offense did figure it out, which was so electric to see. Again, Seiya Suzuki and Pete Crow Armstrong are battling atop the NL runs batted in leader, which is so much fun to watch. Again, this offense is just unreal. 11 runs yesterday, 13 on Friday. They scored 4 in a loss on Saturday, which should be enough to win some Major League ball games if your pitching can hold up, right? That's the big question here. I know. The comments on my TikTok video yesterday, they've been going crazy, saying, it's May, you're not facing anyone real. We play who we play, ladies and gentlemen. And for that first April that we had to deal with, we deserve a little break in May. So, glad the Cubs were able to figure out how to win that game yesterday. And they come home today for Memorial Day to start against Colorado, which, again, should be an easy 2 of 3, if not sweep. The Rockies are on a historic pace. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But let's talk about the hero. I'm going to call him the hero of yesterday's game because they called him up. He was in the minors. Miguel Maya in that oblique. This team and their obliques, man, I don't know what to tell you. Miguel Maya goes on the IL. They call up Reese Maguire because Carson Kelly can't go the day. And then Reese Maguire, with his first career multi-home run game, gets the job done. He brings us to within 4-3 with the first one. And then he ties it up at 8 apiece with his second one. And once the Cubs tied it, I knew it was over. The offense was just going to overwhelm them and take care of business. And that's exactly what happened. That's, again, I say it all the time, right? Like, these are the points of the year where you're just like, all right, it's kind of tough to tell if this team's legit or not. Obviously, the Cubs are very legit. I'm not trying to not say that. But when you call up your catcher from AAA, and it's his first start of the year, and he hits 2 home runs in an offensive slugfest, yeah, your team has a special feeling about it, and you're starting to win ball games that, I'm just saying, generally 9 times out of 10, you do not win. When you're down 8-3 and 6-2, you're losing those ball games, especially to somewhat competent teams. So I don't want to make it a habit, but I'm loving the comebacks. I love watching this team rally from behind, take good at-bats, get on base, and drive in big-time runs. So, Cubs win 2 of 3 from the Reds. I'm still in absolute shock. Now we have to shift our focus to Colorado, which is going to be the series we are here for on Memorial Day weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Colorado is coming into town, and the Cubs have a chance here to really, really extend their win streak above 500, right? That's really the battle here. They play at 120 today. Generally speaking, they don't do that on Memorial Day, but here we go. I want to take a look at who the starters are going to be. Let's preview the game, potentially. Maybe. All right. Either way, the Rockies are in town. The Cubs should take care of business. I'm curious to see how does this team, react in the moment? That's the real question against this. So we got Rockies at 120, and the Cubs are officially moving to that school-free schedule. So instead of 6:40 start times, the Cubs are going to start at 7:05 during their home games for the rest of the year. That's just how it goes in this situation. But either way, Rockies, Cubs, I expect to sweep. I'm going to lay out the expectations for everyone. I expect this team to sweep their opponent, the Rockies, because honestly, we're better than them. We're just straight up better than them. And they're on an absolutely historical tear, dismally. You know what I'm saying? They're not a good team. They might come in here and steal one, but this is where the Cubs have a chance to really continue to extend that NL Central lead, rack up those victories when you can. I know, it's May, ladies and gentlemen, but this team's exciting. This team's a lot of fun to watch, and I think they're going to get the job done against Colorado. Not a hot take, just my genuine thoughts. But May's wrapping up. We got the Rockies, and then I believe this weekend we have the Reds again. So we have more of an opportunity on hand. To, extend this NL Central lead, which, as it sits right now, we're 2 up on the Cardinals, 6.5 up on the Reds, and 6.5 up on the Brewers. So, lots of great stuff to get into this weekend. I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow with another one. I hope you all have a great Memorial Day, and I'll talk to you soon.